Tip 1. Sleep well. Neuroscientists now believe sleep is not only crucial to brain development, but it is also necessary to help consolidate the effects of waking experience by converting short-term memory into long-term. Put simply, deep sleep is when your brain processes your experiences, and so to understand deeply, you must sleep deeply. Tip 2. Eat well. Your brain learns by making connections, and a balanced diet is important in providing the necessary energy for such connections to develop. Tip 3. Establish positive rituals or habits. This is crucial because rituals or habits create automatic responses. Positive rituals, such as using your planner and being organised, are crucial for success in today's time-pressured and information-laden world. An exercise routine is especially important as exercise provides the brain with oxygen and nutrients that stimulate brain growth. Negative rituals, such as being on Facebook while trying to get your work done, are just as powerful and hard to break, so are especially important to avoid. Just ask a long-term smoker who is trying to quit. Tip 4. Stay positive. Your emotions are the most important factor in learning. If you are stressed, scared, anxious, etc., you will not learn as your brain is totally overwhelmed by distracting, stress-inducing negative emotions. Having a positive attitude when engaging in learning is essential for you to engage, remember, and understand. Smiles are contagious. Tip 5. Focus. Focusing your mind on clear objectives is very important as it helps you to deal with the increasing volumes of work that you'll have to deal with as you progress through high school and deal with the IB diploma. Teachers should model this during lessons by providing lesson objectives at the start of each lesson. These are often in bullet point form and are aimed at specific targets. This is called chunking, breaking the content into more digestible chunks. The adult brain can only deal with a maximum of 7 new pieces of information at once, and so you will notice that this presentation includes 7 tips. Tip 6. Make connections. Connecting up new learning with existing learning is essential for your brain to make meaning. This is why teachers often, and should, start each lesson with a review of what was learned last lesson. It is also important for you to connect what you are learning with your wider life outside of school and with learning from other subjects. Teachers often try to encourage this by creating lesson activities that deliberately connect with what you see in the everyday world. An example in geography would be when learning about poverty, look out of the window and look at the shanty housing. Look at the child beggars at the traffic lights when you're travelling to and from school. Your experiences at organisations like PCF when you're on school service trips should also help with classroom understanding. You also learn from connections with other people. You often learn as much from your fellow students as from the teacher, sometimes even more. Successful students model positive behaviours that you would be wise to adopt. You also subconsciously copy people. Have you ever noticed how contagious yawning is? For this reason, it is good to follow the habits of successful people and avoid copying the behaviours of those people you know have bad habits. Tip 7. Practice. It's very important to practice, as in order for you to really remember and learn, you need to repeat several times. Every time you repeat something, it gives your brain more chance of taking the learning into long-term memory. Practice truly does make perfect when it comes to memory. You might also have noticed that I've repeated the shot of the ISM planner. I deliberately repeated the message to emphasize this point. So in the spirit of repetition and practice, here are the 7 tips again. Tip 1. Sleep well, as this is when your brain processes info from short to long-term memory and deep understanding. Eat well, as you are feeding your brain. Establish positive rituals or habits, such as exercise and being organized. Maximize happiness and minimize stress, as positive experiences are great for learning and negative experiences are awful. Focus your mind on specific goals and work towards them. Breaking large amounts of work into smaller chunks is much less demanding on your brain. Make connections with other learning, other people, and in your experiences in and out of school. Repeat, as practice makes perfect.